as physically healthy as I want to be. Um, and look, if I'm not, what can I do about it? We've got some good information that might help you with that question and give you some answers there. The second challenge that I think a lot of people face is around their financial wealth. Um, Struggling financially definitely was a part of our journey early on. Both of us had to work to make ends meet, and this is a business. We became business owners with USANA, and we came in here with not a lot of knowledge about how a business should be run, and we didn't come in with any expertise in that area. But you know what? From our very ordinary backgrounds, we were able to achieve some pretty extraordinary results. So if your finances aren't quite where you want them to be, look, why is it that some people make $15 an hour? You may not want to make $1,500 an hour, but if you're down at that $15 an hour bracket, how do you push forward and rise a little bit, or maybe you want to go up a lot? And we can definitely give you some good information around that as well. So with USANA, we can help both of those challenges. So I'm going to just get right into it and to tell you a bit about the USANA story. So our company was founded in North America in 1992, came down into Australasia, New Zealand and Aussie in 1998 as they started to expand globally. So we are in the health and wellness industry, massive booming industry globally, and we are a leader in that industry. Our company centers around the dream of our founder. This amazing man here, Dr. Myron Wentz, is the founder and chairman of USANA. Right at the outset, he had a vision for our company. He dreamed of a world free from pain and suffering. His dream was that we would become the healthiest family on earth. And we'd do that with a scientific backing and history of our company. So I think to get a good understanding about our company, it's important to know where we came from. So back in the early 70s, Dr. Wentz founded a company called Gold Laboratories, where he became one of the preeminent figures in the area of medical diagnostics. So he created test kits, the tests for viruses and infection, became very wealthy, took that area of science to a high level of accuracy. However, he wasn't able to do anything to prevent the death of his parents, who both died from degenerative disease, heart disease and cancer, his mum and dad. So he decided to shift his focus away from diagnostics into health maintenance and disease prevention through good nutrition. And he had a great understanding of the human cell and what it took to not just survive, but to thrive. So he took 20 years of experiential knowledge, sold his controlling share in Gold Labs, and created USANA. That was 1992. He's had numerous awards over the years, but in 2007 he received the Albert Einstein Award for outstanding achievements in the life sciences. And we are now a 25-year plus company, which gives me a lot of confidence in the longevity of our company. We've been around for a long time. So we're a global nutritional leader. We're currently trading in 24 markets worldwide and publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. So anyone who wants to check out how we do in the financial markets, go and have a look at our stock. Trade under the heading of USNA. You'll be very impressed. So that's a good indicator of our financial strength in the market. But we got there because USANA doesn't settle. We get awarded prolifically from within the scientific community, from the health and wellness community, and also from some of the most discerning users of supplements on the planet. Elite and Olympic athletes, there are over 3,000 of them who choose USANA. And these are athletes in competition, which is very different to a lot of the other brands of supplement providers out there who look to endorse and give incentives to athletes that used to perform. But these are actually people who are out there performing and competing at the elite level. There are a number of national and international organizations that choose USANA as the official supplement supplier, and they do that because of the quality and the purity of our products. We have a number of elite athletes in New Zealand that choose USANA as well, but we also partner with some pretty impressive people. Dr. Mehmet Oz, a cardiothoracic surgeon, and very, very popular daytime television personality in the US, chose USANA as a trusted partner and sponsor of a show. The only supplement company that he's decided to do that for, which is a really, really big deal for us, not just in the US, but globally, with the reputation of Dr. Oz. USANA also has a charitable arm in the form of the True Health Foundation. The True Health Foundation gives, the essential necessities of life to areas of need, wherever there is a need, all around the world. But in New Zealand, the True Health Foundation partners with an organisation called KidsCan. If you know anything about KidsCan, they're a great organisation. They go into schools and they help with feeding and clothing and putting footwear on children who just, don't have a means to do that. So a wonderful, wonderful organisation, and every dollar that's donated to the True Health Foundation goes to the area of need. USANA picks up all the administrative costs. So it's a great, great organisation. So hopefully that gives you a bit of a snapshot of the quality people and endeavours that USANA are doing within our industry. But really it comes back down to health. Everyone wants to be healthy. I think that's true, and I think there's a lot more awareness today around health. Health is so important. But unfortunately, many people are plagued with these leading causes of premature death today. Cardiovascular disease, cancer, stroke, respiratory disease, and diabetes. I don't think there are too many people that I've met in my lifetime that haven't had a brush with this, either from a family member or a close friend from within their circle. So, with medical science doing all that they can and advancing so far, why are these things so prevalent in the world today? A lot of it comes down to the lifestyle-driven diseases, these degenerative diseases. Now, these are not the infectious diseases that Dr. Wentz identified back in Gold Labs. These are generally lifestyle-driven. So you think nutrition is an important part of that story? You better believe it is. Nutrition is important to everyone, because living the life that you love does begin with great health. And where we've always gotten good health from was making good lifestyle decisions. But a lot of it comes from food. The antioxidants and nutrition in our food are essential to maintaining cellular health. Now, cellular health at the level of our cells, Dr. Wentz has a great understanding of this. Cells, he calls them invisible miracles. We start off as just one cell. It divides and then multiplies over and over again until there's trillions of them. Skin cells, bone cells, blood cells, so many, all of these cells that create the human body, and each one of them has individual needs. And we're actually a self-repairing mechanism, the human body. Give your cells what they need in the right ratios on a daily basis, cut out the bad stuff, and your body has an amazing capacity to repair itself. But you know what? Even if you could eat as well as you can, do you know that food's not the same as it used to be? The way that food is grown with sprays and herbicides, but not just the food like in the fruits and vegetables, but in supermarkets, there's so much processed food with preservatives and additives in there that really isn't doing our health any favors. Now, free radicals, which is or oxidative damage, happens inside of our bodies, and it always has. So this is the dark side. This is what causes damage to our cells. The difference between now and 100, maybe 200 years ago, is the amount of excessive causes of free radical activity. it's just on the increase around the world. Pollution, stress, radiation, and toxins means that we really are up against it. The food's not as good as it used to be, so our protection's not there like it used to be, and there's a lot more things damaging our cells. So, a question I get asked often is, are supplements the answer? Well, they are part of an answer, which includes some really important lifestyle choices. Yeah, sure, eat as healthy as you can. Try and reduce the stress levels in your life. Do some moderate, regular exercise. Get good sleep. Drink fresh water. But the missing piece to the optimum health puzzle quite often is good quality nutrition. And this is where USANA comes into the picture. We manufacture premium science-based products that people can trust. What's the difference between USANA and the products you can get over the counter? The quality of ingredients is so important. Formulas that are based on the latest scientific research. Having an accredited team of scientific experts on your research and development team is important. And ours is impressive. We've got over 50 PhDs in our R&D department, all focused on keeping us healthy. So that's an amazing endorsement for our company. But we don't only like to say this is what we do and this is how good we are. We go to third-party organizations whose primary focus is on identifying quality within the industry. So we've got a number of them that we are certified from, as well as our own very strict certification processes. But if someone says to me, look, our product is the best product out there, I'd say to that person, show me some evidence to support what you're claiming. What we have to do that talking for us comes from from a guy that has nothing to do with our company. Lyle McWilliam is a biochemist and a former member of the Canadian Parliament, and he created the NutriSearch Comparative Guide to Nutritional Supplements about 16 or 17 years ago, and it actually became his life's passion. Finding out what's in supplements that are on the market and sorting the wheat from the chaff. He's got a very, very complex diagnostic comparison guide that can show you how the supplement that you're taking stacks up against whatever else is out there. And all 6 editions of this guide, USANA's Essentials is what used to be our cornerstone product, but it's now been replaced with the Cell Essentials, has been the editor's choice, the best product that he can find. So a great endorsement for the quality of our products. And so there they are, the Cell Essentials, the cornerstone of the USANA nutritional program. All the essential vitamins, minerals, trace elements, phytonutrients, manufactured to pharmaceutical grade at optimum levels, stemming from now 45 years of nutritional science, independently rated the #1 supplement in both in North America and in Australasia. I challenge you to find a better supplement than that. USANA have also got supplements for the other age groups. We've got a prenatal equivalent of the Cell Essentials, Body Rocks for teenagers, and the chewable USANimals for our kids. So USANA really thinks about all generations. And then we've got a range of products that we call optimizers. So if you've got a complaint or you need some nutritional support for your bones and your joints, for your cellular system, for your digestive system, for your cardiovascular, we've got a number of products that we can put together so we can personalize a product for each individual person, which is really good personalized nutrition. And the technology that USANA has really does put us light years ahead of our competition. USANA have got a very impressive skincare range that is free from any toxic chemicals. A very healthy skincare range. It is exquisite. We've also got a personal care range and a healthy energy range, and the USANA foods range, which have the healthy ratio of carbohydrates, proteins, and beneficial fats. They're gluten-free, they're low glycemic, and there's a really cool program that helps you kickstart healthier eating habits and has a really great benefit of some healthy weight loss on the side with Reset. So, look, USANA has got a number of different programs and products, depending on what your needs are, depending on what area of your health you want it to target. So if health is one of the challenges that you face, please go ahead and talk to the person who invited you on here, because I truly believe that there will come a day in every person's life when health will become their number one priority. And quite often, that day comes when they've gone beyond the line from beyond which there is no return. They're deep in trouble with their health. So, our philosophy with health is, if you've got your health, let's make sure you keep it that way. But we also know that health comes at a cost. So what I'm going to do now is just hand over to Carolyn, and she's going to just take you through the other part of the USANA story.
Okay, change of speaker there, everybody. It's Carolyn speaking now. And my role here is to take you through what attracted me to USANA all those years ago. And that was a way to create an extra income because I hated my job. Now, just Paul probably explained our story a little bit from his perspective. My perspective all those years ago, I was a stressed out working mum. I never had enough hours in a day. I never spent enough quality time with my family, and we still struggled to get in front. I was in my late 30s when I joined USANA, and I was working as a recruitment consultant 40 or 50 hours a week. I was taking work home. I was stuck in traffic 2 hours every day. My youngest daughter was 4, and my kids literally never had that quality time with me because I was always distracted. I was always running or getting pulled somewhere. So when I looked at USANA for the first time, what jumped out at me was the possibility to create an income from home around my children, but also the potential to get back to where I thought we should have been by that time. Now, I left school when I was 15. I worked for 22 years before I found USANA, and I literally had nothing to show for all those years of work. I didn't own my own home. I didn't have a savings account. I was living week to week. So I kicked off a business with USANA, as Paul probably explained. I bought us a business when he was out of town, and my life changed forever. Now, in the first 8 weeks, I was holding down a full-time job and trying to build equity in the USANA business. And then one day, about 8 weeks into it, I found out that I was pregnant. And I literally think it was the day that I found out that I was pregnant that I resigned from my traditional job. And USANA has been my only source of income since. So Paul probably explained that it enabled us to retire him. We were able to purchase our first home. But the most precious thing that has been given to us from association with USANA is the time freedom. Now, financial freedom is one thing, and it means different things to different people. In my opinion, financial freedom is waking up on Monday morning before you start your working week, and you've earned enough to pay all the bills. And, that provides freedom so that you have choices. For us, it was choices to be with our children, be there in the morning, be there in the afternoon, take all the school holidays off, travel with them, etc. Now, I'm not sure where you're positioned in your life, and you might be very happy living the life that you live. But if you're not, or if you just want to add an extra stream of income, you may love your job, but maybe you're not earning sufficient to create the life that you desire. So I'm a strong believer of multiple streams of income. So you could have a traditional job, you could maybe be investing in property, and here's the opportunity to build equity in a business. Now, I state that because having a business with USANA is a real business, and I had no business savvy, I had no capital to invest, I didn't have a deposit to buy my own home. So getting in front in life was challenging for me. So I entered into a business with a company that was part of an industry called direct selling. Excuse me. Now, my experience with direct selling is vast. I've done a number of things over the years, and I failed at everything before USANA because I didn't see myself as a salesperson. A lot of the other companies that I was connected to, I was required to be quite a good salesperson. Now, I stress here that USANA is really different to a lot of companies out there in the way that we do business. Health, I believe everybody needs. And so getting out there and sharing information with people, you're not going to lose friends. You don't have to sell. It's all about looking for people that are open to looking at what we offer and what we're doing. Now, the direct selling industry is a booming industry, and there are some stats on the screen here. I believe driven a lot these days by the internet, but in its most simplistic form, direct selling is simply recommending and promoting something you believe in to people you know. It's as simple as recommending a movie, a great restaurant, a babysitter. You know, we tend to tell people experiences, good experiences, bad experiences. So if you have a good experience with USANA products, with the USANA business, I assume you will probably want to share that information with other people. And that's really as simple as it is. And but when I first looked at USANA, the industry was very different, and the internet really hadn't taken off. People went to the shop to buy their products, but let's face it, the world has changed. Buy direct is what people seek to do today. Online, I mean, I do a little bit as well, but she's a bit of a shopaholic. There's always a courier parcel arriving on our doorstep. Now she can buy a dress in China, a pair of shoes from the States, perfume from Australia. She buys it wholesale online and shipped directly to her door within a few days. Now that's in its again in a very simple illustration what direct selling is all about. We buy direct from the wholesaler at the cheapest price, and they deliver to our door, and that's what it's all about. Rather than advertising on TV or internet ads, etc., USANA relies on word of mouth promotion, people telling people about their experiences. And direct selling has its benefits as a business model. With the direct selling industry, the headaches of traditional business ownership are virtually eliminated. USANA Corporate does all the hard work. They made the products, they did all the science, they got the products approved for resale, say in New Zealand or Australia or whatever country you may be in. They ship the product from North America, where it's manufactured, to head office in this part of the world. We have customer service personnel, warehouse personnel, marketing, IT. As a business owner with USANA, I just link in to all the systems and everything that's already in place. All my customers and business partners deal directly with USANA, but I get paid to help USANA spread the word. So I'm able to claim my home as a tax deduction, my car as a tax deduction. I don't need to hold on to stock. I didn't have to invest lots of money and put my family's financial status in jeopardy. It really is an amazing business model. So if you're not familiar with how it all works, I urge you to look more closely and choose the right income path. Now, for me, as I mentioned earlier, I spent 22 years with linear income. I was trading hours for dollars, working for other people that I was helping build their businesses. And I paid maximum tax. I didn't have any tax benefits. I got 4 weeks holiday a year. And after 22 years, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't really have anything to show for all those hours of work. So I made a decision to move over to the other side. And I picked up on a principle called leverage. There was a very wise man who once said, I would rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 men than give 100% of my time all the time. So by building a team of people to work alongside me who had as much potential as I do and have exactly the same opportunity and the support system, together we cover more ground. And because I find Sue, and Sue tells Tom, and Tom tells Rachel, and Rachel tells Diana, As all these people become involved with USANA, find customers, use the products, and continue to spread the word, they are part of my team, and I can share in the profits of what their turnover is creating as well. And as I mentioned before, everyone has exactly the same opportunity. So really simply, I use the USANA products, I share them with people I love, I seek out people who want to create income, leveraged income themselves. I teach them what I do, and the USANA world goes round. Now, there are several areas of income. Retail, you can direct people to your website, or you can sell products from your kitchen cupboard if you so desire, and you can earn a retail commission. Wholesale commission is something that you can earn as you teach and support other people to do what you're doing. We also have an additional incentive to help people called a lifetime matching bonus. And then as you grow in the structure, you can qualify for holidays, additional bonuses. You can build a small business. You can build a medium-sized business. You can build a massive business from the convenience of your home. There is no cap on the income potential. 4 simple steps to getting started with USANA. Number 1, make a decision and set up a business. With USANA, what that means is you register your name with the company as a sole trader. That gives you a website and access to the support system and the training system. At that stage, you're able to purchase products at wholesale prices directly from USANA, and they're shipped to your door. And you can on-sell to other people there, that's the retail customers. Then we have the opportunity to open what we call either a 1 business centre or a 3 business centre. Now, you must take this step if you wish to introduce other business partners or wholesale customers around the globe who can buy directly from USANA and earn a commission from them. Now, a couple of options. The small business, you're looking at an investment in New Zealand of just over $500. The big business, the 3 business centre, between $1,200 and $1,400, depending on which pack or which product you purchase. All of these businesses, it really is just product. You buy a small box of products or you buy a big box of products. What do you do with those products? You use them, share them with people you love, and then just spread your wings a little bit further from there. So point number 2, I've really just covered, excuse me, share USANA with people you know, people you meet, strangers if you like. I mean, there's lots of opportunity to promote via Facebook, social media, through your local gym. There are people out there seeking to be healthier. Maybe they're struggling with a health challenge. Maybe they're looking to create an extra stream of income, work from home, be an at-home parent, save for retirement, travel. There's lots of reasons why people look at USANA, and your job is just to find people that are willing to do that, look at USANA. So who do you know? And number 4 is be teachable. A very simple system, a very simple way to grow a business. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Now, we've shared with you a lot of information this evening, or if you're watching this on a recording, whenever you're watching this, whoever invited you here this evening is not trying to sell you into USANA. They simply want to know whether you're open to looking closer. If you're open to looking closer, we can send some further information to you to do due diligence, and then we can get your questions answered. But please, I direct you back to the person that invited you here this evening. Let them know if you're open to looking closer, whether you're ready to get started, whichever. Just make sure you're honest and let them know. We thank you. We were supposed to record this video this evening, or this webinar. Looks like my husband has... I'm not sure if he's clicked on record, but anyway, I'm going to stop recording now if he has. And I wish everybody a good evening, or if this is a recording and you are listening, thank you very much for logging in. And I'll log out now. Thank you very much and good evening.